Jubilee on the track.
I ask God to forgive me for all my sins. Anything I ever do, any wrongdoing.
Show them niggas love, niggas.
They pretend.
Forgive me for all of my sins. I'll never do it again. I'm so tired of fake family, and I'm so tired of fake friends. Oh, they pretend, so pretend. Oh, so pretend. It be okay. I never understood why I can't just get it and grind without them trying to blemish my image and say it ain't really my time. Came from the rats and roaches, mama peeping, looking out blinds, flushing dope down the toilet, wanna jump off boys and run down. I know my street math and I can tell a nigga from a dime. Since a Jubilee, well I say nooching, I been knew how to get a dime. I know I'm destined for greatness, I've been a star that's gon' shine. I been knew how I wanted this, I ain't just make up my mind. My struggles never ever made me, I been stopped questioning why. I lost a lot of motherfuckers, I had to say my goodbyes. I been getting shit out the mud, I'm talking right out the bottom. And if my people them need it, and if I got it, they got all of my sins. I'll never do it again. I'm so tired of fake family and no friends. Oh, they pretend, so pretend. It be okay. Yeah, mama's really crying, the system taking their children. Instead of trying to keep them clean, they give us abortion prescriptions. The world is coming to an end, I know the Lord is my witness. That's why I pray for forgiveness. That's why I pray for forgiveness. That's why I pray for forgiveness. I pray. Forgive me for all of my sins. I'll never do it again. I'm so tired of fake family. And I'm so tired of fake friends. Oh, they pretend, so pretend. Oh, so pretend. It be okay.
It be okay. Stop pretending.
Hey y'all. Let's go. My sis coming in real early with the super chat. Let's go. Hey, Pam. Hey, y'all. Let me change my avatar because this is serious life. Okay, this is serious life. So I'm going to be serious. Where's Splendid Healing? Somebody go get it. So y'all, we got a serious topic for today. Okay. If you remember, I made a member post. Y'all said y'all wanted this. So we're going to talk about it. Especially because the last door was open today, y'all. January 5th. Okay. The last holy door of the Jubilee of Hope is opened today. Okay. So we're gonna get into it. How y'all like that song? That's from them Alexandria locals, baby. They're one of them Red Peace Parish locals. I think the little girl is really talented. The audio fucked up. Okay, you know I'm trying. What? Hold up, Mike. Can you? Is it better? Help me out now, sis. Help me out, cause I had got these headphones. $10 when I was trying to use. Let me know. It ain't no better. Damn it! I'm gonna have to get. I can't even use my $10. Hold on. Oh, that's right.
Okay, what about now? Oh, what about now? It still ain't no better. Help me out now.
If it still ain't no better after I done changed the mic in StreamYard to the headset, then fuck it, I'm gonna give up the headset. I mean, forget it. It's 5 minutes in. Oh, it's better. Oh, okay, okay, cool, 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 cool. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all very much. Yeah, babe, I had to go in StreamYard and add them. Okay, my bad. So, have y'all looked into these doors? Huh? I got a funny icebreaker. Wait, I got a funny icebreaker video since we are on the Pope. Stop, baby. The damn video starts so fast. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I got a funny little icebreaker video for y'all. Since we talking about 88-year-old Pope Francis, okay? This is him.
Have mercy upon us.
Okay, did y'all see that? Y'all seen it? So they were trying to say that little 88-year-old Pope Francis, he was racist because he ain't want to fuck with the black man. But really, I think what it was he don't like people kissing him on his hand, and the black man wanted to kiss him on his hand. It's supposed to be some sort of worship or something like that. And he say he don't want to be worshipped. But I don't know. The nigga is racist or what, y'all. I don't know. That ain't what we say. But that black man was okay. Here we go. So the Jubilee started on Christmas Eve, y'all. What is this playing? Stop. I got like 15 videos playing, okay, in my ear with me trying to be a real blogger for y'all. Let's go, Auto. Let's go, Auto. Let's go. You out to go to Auto Max. Sweet little joy. And big. Okay, I'm supposed to be being serious. I'm supposed to be being serious. Let's see. Here you go. So what we saw with the Pope not wanting to touch on the little black man was one of his cardinals. Okay, earlier in December, December 7th to be exact, in Vatican City, Pope Francis installed 21 new cardinals. Okay,
Cardinal are here in the Apostolic Palace at the Vatican greeting their friends and relatives. In a magnificent ceremony this afternoon in St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Francis elevated them to cardinal, putting the square red cardinal beretta hat on their heads and giving them their cardinal's ring. Pope Francis has now made 140 cardinals who are under 80 who will now be eligible to vote in the next conclave. Pope Francis turns 88 this month, and although he's been in relatively good health, he is looking a bit frailer. And today he had a large bruise under his chin. His spokesman later said that was because he fell against his bedside table. He made cardinals today from all over the world, from Asia, from Africa and Europe and Latin America. The youngest is 44 and from Ukraine.
okay. So just to give a little back story on what all been going on over there in old Vatican City, y'all. Okay, so this is the Jubilee. They are calling it the Jubilee of Hope. Okay, and I wasn't too sure what had everybody up in arms about it because it's something the Catholics do once every 25 years. So I didn't really understand what made this one have everybody so up in arms. Is it just where we at in the world now, where people starting to pay more attention to things? Yeah, them files be held. You seen him, huh? He took one on the chin, Pam. He took one on the chin. But I'm seeing some reports saying that he's 81, some reports saying that he's 88. I don't know how old dude is. I just know he's really, really old. Okay. I know that he's really, really old. And I know that there is some very interesting things about these popes. So this pope in particular is Pope Francis, right? So I want y'all to listen to this TikTok that I found while I was going down this rabbit hole about these popes because I'm not Catholic, okay? I was raised Southern Baptist. Um, I was raised Southern Baptist. This ain't my religion that I was raised in. I no longer even deal with religion, but I wasn't raised in this one when I was. So I really don't know too much about it. I have reached out to some people that I know that are Catholic, and they don't understand what the big deal is either. But I did find this video very
The
interesting.
Prophecy of the Pope. This book was found in the Vatican archives in the 1500s, and it was authored by, his name was Malachi of Armagh. But this
Have y'all
book
ever heard
had
of this?
this 111 cryptic phrases. Basically, it predicted every single pope from in 1143 all the way to our current pope, Pope Francis.
No way.
But the scary thing is, after Pope Francis, the
Uh-oh.
last one, it just says in Judgment Day.
Oh gosh.
It literally ends after Pope Francis.
Yes, the creepiest thing that I saw inside St. Paul's Basilica, like bordering the whole inner sanctuary, is every single pope, like a picture of every single pope. But what's weird is that there's only a certain amount of markers to where you can put a picture. One left after Pope Francis. They have always said that once that last slot is filled, it will be the end of the world. What he predicted and the time it took to go from the first pope that he wrote about to the second halfway mark pope was 422 years. And he's saying from the middle one to the end, another 422 years will be the end of the world. And if you do 422 years from the middle pope, which was 1585, that year is 2027.
Dang.
Pope John the 23rd, he said that the end of the world would happen 2000 Christ's life. So that adds up to 2027 as well.
So what y'all think about that? Before we go any further, I just want to know what y'all think about that. So what they are saying is that there was this book that was supposed allegedly is held down yonder in the Vatican. And they saying that this book predicted all of the previous popes. And they said that in the book's predictions, um, after Pope Francis, there will be only one more pope. And then the book says that we all gonna die. Have y'all ever heard of that book? Have y'all ever heard of this myth? Have y'all ever heard of this story? It ain't but a few of us in here. So I want y'all, I want to know what y'all know. Have y'all looked into this? Do y'all believe in it? Do y'all believe that after Pope Francis, never? That's some weird stuff though, right, Pam? If it's true. If it's true, it's some very weird stuff to me. Okay? If it's true. So let's see what else we got. Come on back. So of course, we are in this era where everything is the internet, right? Everything is the internet. You don't know what to believe. You don't know what's real, what's not. We don't know. We don't know. We got deep fakes, okay? So you don't even know what's real off the things that are being recorded, okay? Um, but this Jubilee seems to have people up in arms and in a stir, not knowing what to believe. A lot of conspiracies, but we all for conspiracies here. What is playing? Stop it. Okay. So here is another video I found.
Vatican this week, because if you're like me, you've seen some wild conspiracies with this event going on right now. They're currently opening these holy doors, and some people saying portals. And given the Vatican's history, like the audience hall being shaped like a serpent, and just the history in general of this place, the event taking place right now is very significant. So the Pope is opening 5 holy doors, each on different days, and some reputable sources are actually calling them portals just because of the spiritual significance that they carry. The thing is, this only happens every 25 years, marking what's called the year of Jubilee. But this year is different. For the first time in history, a 5th door is being opened, and this is what really is causing the pot to stir. So these are the names and dates of each door that is being opened, and the one that's never been opened before is the second one, the prison in Rome. And by the time I'm making this video, it already happened. But the holy doors represent a spiritual passage and commitment to follow Jesus, and they're going to remain open throughout the year. Pilgrims from around the world will visit Rome to pass through these doors as a symbol of renewal and grace. This ritual in general just gives some people an eerie feeling, and there's a lot of conspiracies going around. Some people think these doors are more than just doors, maybe gateways, but I'm curious to know what you guys think about this.
Okay. So again, y'all, it's a lot of conspiracies um surrounding these doors, okay? And I guess it just is based off what you choose to believe. He looked like Satan. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna work through these 5 doors, y'all. Okay. The things that are found behind the doors. So most of these were churches, right? And you can go in these churches during every day, right? You can access them. So it's not the actual buildings that were being opened for the first time in 25 years. It is a specific door, is what it looks like to me. Um, but who knows, right? The contents of a holy door vary depending on the location and the circumstances, right? Holy door of Papal Biscala of St. Paul outside the walls. Yeah, that one was the last one. That's the one they opened today. That's the one they opened today, y'all. The tradition of opening the holy. First of all, let's shout out to my research and development motherfucking team, okay? Because when my good sis Miss T heard that this what we was doing, I don't know if y'all could tell, but my good sis went and did her homework, okay? Yeah, the tradition of the opening of the holy door began in 1423, absolutely, when Pope Martin V opened the door at St. John Lateran. So that was actually the 3rd door that was opened on December 29th. Yeah. And they used to only open the doors. They went from every 100 years to every 33 years to now every 25 years because these popes are saying, hey, I want to, during my time as white pope, because there's a white pope, a black pope, and a gray pope. During my time as white pope, I want to be able to open these doors. So they've changed, which is crazy because I thought it had some sort of biblical significance. I thought that this was something that they were following something from God on when they were supposed to do it and what they were supposed to be doing. But if you could just change up the way they go at your discretion, is it really from God? Yeah, the doors are sealed from the inside and a powerful symbol of forgiveness and renewal. Yeah, yeah, that's what they say. She definitely be on point. Okay, give it up to my good sis Miss T. That's why they harness over energy to do satanic shit like that. No locked doors. Okay, so since you're talking about the satanic shit, then I guess we should go ahead and play this video. Okay, because this one is full of conspiracies.
just announced their plans to perform a forbidden ritual this Christmas that's never been attempted in human history. Pope Francis revealed they'll conduct the Apertura Sanctorum, an ancient ceremony discovered in sealed texts from 300 AD. The ritual requires 1,000 priests to form a perfect circle in St. Peter's Square while reciting forbidden prayers in reverse Latin. They claim it'll open sacred gateways between realms, something that hasn't been attempted since it allegedly caused the Dark Ages. Vatican officials admitted they can't predict the consequences, but insist it's necessary to prepare humanity. Even more disturbing, they're installing massive copper conductors around the square and ordered everyone to evacuate within a 3-mile radius on Christmas night. Religious scholars are warning this could tear the veil between worlds. We have 13 days until they attempt to open what they call the Divine Gateway.
Y'all, I ain't found no evidence of nothing they said in that video. I don't know about y'all, but again, I have not found any evidence to anything said in that video. But it's pretty interesting. And Miss T, I had no clue. I didn't do good enough homework because I had no clue that other religions had holy doors. Hold on one second. Let me play y'all this video while I take this call.
You didn't see what happened. What? There were no Harry Potter shooting flames and starbursts and lightning bolts? What? You didn't see demons? How is that possible? Well, for starters, when we're talking about ultradimensional being, hypothetically, if there were to be ultradimensional beings coming out of some prison world with a symbolic door portal ritual opening their vault, you wouldn't be able to see it even if it happened. Movies like Harry Potter have trained people to think that you see magic and magical entities or divine beings. Unless you're clairsentient and you feel energy, you're not going to see or feel anything. What did happen after these 5 sacred portals were opened? In reality, they were doors to the Basilica in the Vatican City. What is a basilica? It's a church. When Pope Francis opened the 5th door, the Basilica of San Pietro, St. Peter's Basilica door, which was the one that was making this ritual special, you all heard about the ritual, the never before performed ritual. This is what they were referring to. Every 25 years for the Jubilee, they open up these sacred portals, these doors to these basilica, to these churches. This year was special because they were opening up the 5th door, which was St. Peter's Basilica. People were expecting to see dragons or demons flying out of there, I assume, but no. One thing I did notice was the expression and the feeling that Pope Francis had when he did open the door. As an intuitive empath, I was feeling his frustration.
I like her
There
take
was
on
a little
things,
bit
y'all.
of fear, of anxiety. It looked as if something was worrying him. Then when they opened the door and they pushed him in the wheelchair inside, he was looking around like, here's the kicker on where a lot of people misunderstood what was going on. I believe that the UFOs in the sky, the orbs, looked a lot like what Ezekiel described as the seraphim and throne angels. angels of God, the mighty warriors. So in my mind, I said, if all of these orbs are here, if, hypothetically, if they are the throne angels, they are waiting for whatever, hypothetically, comes out of this portal to do a celestial battle, just like in the Bible and all the other ancient scriptures tell us. We've seen these stories of these celestial battles in Bible stories, Old Testament, the Greek mythology, Titans against the Olympians, all of these wars like that, the celestial battles of the gods. Hindu religion has it. It's all over the world. My opinion is, if anything was to get out of some prison world, those throne and seraphim angels were there to take care of it. Do you remember how, like in the Emerald Tablets, Thoth taught us that even the gods and men alike that have transgressed against humans will be punished? Okay, so if it's true that the Anunnaki are back and will punish the wicked, blah, 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 what if the Pope was doing a service to humanity by opening the portal and then allowing the throne angels to take care of what had to be taken care of? It would make sense. I mean, the entire thing is open to personal interpretation. My personal take on it was something being released? Sure, why not? Could be. But I also knew that the angels would take
That's what
care
I
of it,
said.
and there was nothing to
She looked
fear.
like an Anunnaki
But the
herself.
Pope did seem worried. Like
She
the
actually
facial
calls
expression, the
herself
body
the
language.
Anunnaki
He
something.
did look worried. He did look a little bit fearful. But now do you understand why?
She calls herself the Anunnaki something. She got a pretty interesting TikTok, y'all. She do. She got a pretty interesting TikTok. Wouldn't that make him a conjurer or captor? Well, D-Shep, what do you think? You know, that's why we here. I want to see what y'all think. Okay. So again, now let's go through these doors that they open. So wait, couldn't see her name. The screen was big. Okay, my bad. Let me tell you what the vampire. The vampire. She calls herself Anunnaki. Babe, I had all them TikToks open and saved. So as soon as I finish with them, babe, I closed them out. The Anunnaki Christina Bruno. Let me type it for y'all. I'm gonna type it for y'all because I want y'all to go check out her page. She pretty interesting. Anunnaki Christina. She do look um like she ain't one of us. She do look like she ain't one of us. She, but shout out to her though. Okay. That's her name, y'all. That's her name on TikTok. If y'all want to go check out her page, I do think it's pretty interesting. I actually saw something on her page where she listed the descendants of the Anunnaki, some book she had, where she actually okay, um had the descendants of the Anunnaki, which was weird. I had never heard of it before. So, do y'all believe that opening these doors were in fact releasing something? Do y'all believe that there were good angels that were standing behind the Pope outside the doors, waiting to battle spiritually with these bad spirits that were coming out of there? Do y'all believe that is some truth to that? Y'all buying into that theory? I don't know. I don't know. So the doors are, nothing catchy about it, right? Because when they first brought this story to me, um, and said, "Madam, I think you should cover this," I was trying to figure out what the difference was. What was all the hoopla, right? What made this Jubilee and opening of these doors so different than everywhere else, every other 25 years? It's just the ceremony they did. Yeah. So as far as I can tell, this first door, which was opened on Christmas Eve, right, was St. Peter's Basilica. which is just church. That's just another word for church. Okay. If you go to this page, which I'll drop the link to, if y'all are interested, Vatican loves ceremonies, rituals. I mean, hey, call them what you want, but they are rituals nonetheless. Okay. Um, and I think every religion loves them. Honestly, you got the Baptists taking communion and carrying on. All religions have rituals of some sort, but they give you a list of all the other jubilees that St. Peter's Church was involved in. Okay. But let you know which ones were a little extraordinary, which ones were a little different. Y'all can go and check out this page if you want. Now, there is a viewing of this St. Peter's Church. That music, that music is just, ugh. 60 Minutes actually got their own little private tour, y'all.
Father Enzo Fortunato took us to visit St. Peter's tomb, and we got to see things up close that very few people get to see. And do you touch to pay respect?
Yes.
That made it all the more kind of emotional, and I learned a lot more about what is considered one of the holiest places in the Catholic faith.
A symbolism. It's a lot of symbolism involved in it, right? Um, so I don't know. Here we go. We got Anunnaki Christina again, y'all. Okay. And this actually is another one of her TikToks. She got a couple of TikToks, I guess, with the type of stuff that she have. Yeah, I usually muted these shit because I understand frequencies. I'm not um a specialist in it, but I do understand them enough to know that certain music does certain things. Okay. But hell, we listen to R&B, we listen to rap. All of it does the same. Okay.
In the door of the Basilica of San Pietro, the St. Peter's Church, basically at the Vatican. And everyone is having a frenzy about how did they have the cameras already inside of it. There is
She looked like a
access
skeleton.
to that basilica, to that church. It was that specific door that was locked. But you can go in it from other places. Did everybody miss the two little hands that grabbed the door and opened them? There's this one guy that has a viral video saying, oh, they saved the camera crew from 1999. How'd they do that? I'm hoping it's satire just for the video to make it fun. I really hope that grown adults aren't asking themselves these questions like, what? You didn't know that there was the camera from the inside, like as in everything? Even when King Charles or any royal family does something
Oh
important,
wow.
they'll have a
Okay.
camera inside waiting. For the love of God, even reality TV shows have it like when you have that magical moment and they're going someplace, you already have a camera crew inside. Of course, it was set up. Of course,
She transitioned
it
into
was
something,
prepared ahead of time.
whether that's
But
to
I thought that
death
video where the guy
or
was like,
to
oh, the camera crew from
I don't know all that.
1999 was saved. That was hilarious. So yeah, the Basilica of San Pietro does have other entrances. It's not the first time people are in there. It's a public place where you can go. Of course, people from America that have never been there don't know this, so they thought it was odd and weird. But yeah, that's not the weird part of out of all of that. That is the least weirdest part.
So the vampire tells us that, you can go into these places. Um, they did says I live in an atheist society for the most part. There are churches, but they are empty. Listen, I live in a society where it got more churches than anything, and they be packed every Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, sometime Tuesday. But you can't find too many actually Christ-like people. Okay, Yeah, you can't be people. Do you mean brown people? Is that what the B stands for? Has taught you about Christianity, which is crazy because brown people were taught about Christianity, which is crazier. Okay. But yeah, there was nothing big, nothing out of the ordinary when I looked into that first holy door that they opened. So what I did find is that it was actually the second door. It was actually the second door that was the woo woo woo. Okay. And that's the door at the prison. Okay. It had never ever in the history of Jubilees been opened before. But this one was a symbolic gesture strongly desired by the Pope. Okay. Pope Francis is the one who decided, I'm going to open this door for the first time in history. And that's because this is supposed to be the Jubilee of Hope. It's the story that they're giving to us. Is that he opened this because he wanted to extend grace and all of this good stuff. This is the actual Vatican website. Um, I'm gonna drop the link to this if you guys wanna go check it out. Um, but this is supposed to be what is making this Jubilee so concerning for everybody. Now, of course, you got the conspiracy theories, which we trust sometimes, right? Because we know that most of the time the conspiracies don't really be a theory. That's what actually be fact. Okay. Now, one of them attached to this door of Rebabia. How do you pronounce that? Okay. I don't know. But it was opened up in Rome. Um, and it is said to have been a some sort of where all of the old popes, the ones who were quote unquote air quote bad popes, right? Maybe they were the ones who would go on in this house, stay in this house. They knew that they was the ones messing with the churn. Maybe they was killers or I don't know. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I gave y'all heads up 7 up that this is what we was covering. So I need y'all to give me some information too, okay? Let me know what all you know about these doors and Jubilee. But it was said that he was opening this specific door to release the spirits of the bad popes, y'all. Okay? Okay? Right, because the Bible says, if we're going off that the church is within you, and the story of Jesus, Yahshua, whatever his name is, depending on who you follow, what language you speak, you can't find too many stories of him preaching, teaching on the inside. He usually went out in the hoods. You know what I'm talking about? Slumdog millionaire type style. And he preached and taught to the people, the regular people, which is why they didn't like him. He went out giving hope to the people, performing miracles for the people. Okay. But he wants to extend this grace and hope to even the prisoners. Pope Francis. He's such a great man, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's such a great man. So that door was open on December the 26th. Okay. And we'll go to the December the 29th when they opened up the third door. Okay. And this door was the door of at the Church of Saint John Lateran. Now this one was a little different. This one was a little different, y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. I must have exited out of that link, that tab by accident. So let me get it. Let me grab it. This one I found interesting. Where was it? I didn't get this article from um, the Vatican website. I got it from the Archdiocese website because this specific door of St. John Lateran, it wasn't done like the rest of them. This one was done all fancy and different, right? It was done over a special dinner and shit. Hold on, I'm gonna find it for y'all. Well, I can't go to the same article I was at. So no, stop giving me that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. So it says on the feast of the Holy Family. Who is the Holy Family? Open the door to the motherfucking reparations. We want motherfucking reparations. He went among the people and not the other way around. Right. Who is the Holy Family, y'all? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. But it says Cardinal Baldassari. You know what? Let me just give this to y'all. Help me with this, okay? I don't speak this language. This ain't my native tongue, y'all. I don't know. I, I don't know. So we're gonna read it together so we can mess over these words together. Okay. I read very well. Okay. There's nothing wrong with my reading. I read very well, but I just some of these words I just don't know. I never heard them before a day in my life. I'm sorry to that man, but I never met him before a day in my life. But this one seemed a little strange to me. It seemed to stick out. Now, like I said, the door from the prison, the second door was supposed to be what made this Jubilee all monumental, okay? Because it was actually a fifth door when I think they normally only open four, and one to a prison has never before in the history of it since the 1400s, right? Has never been done before. It's never been done before. But all other, all four other doors being opened went primarily the same, right? It all was pretty routine. But this specific one, for some reason, was a little different. For some reason, the opening of this door was a little bit different, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all see what I'm talking about. So with every other holy door, right? We watched old Pope Francis get wheeled in like he was this old man that couldn't walk. And we watched him get wheeled into these places. But for this specific one, he all standing upright. But it wasn't him that opened it. It wasn't him that opened it. It actually was a cardinal, Baldassara, Riena, whatever his name is. I don't know him, you know, but he's the one who actually opened up. The Vatican likes to be mysterious. I bet they do. When you're doing things that you don't want the general public to know because you've told them that that's considered witchcraft and devil worship and all of this, because you want to, okay, they did, because you want to gatekeep the true powers that God, the most high God embedded into all of us, then you gotta do things on the low. You gotta do things on the low. So yeah, so it wasn't even Pope Francis that opened this, it was this guy. Okay. And they had a mass of families, priests, and pilgrims from around the world. You know, this one was different, y'all. This one was different. They had a whole dinner, a feast of the Holy Family. Okay. It was just different. The Holy Family of Nazareth, the model of every domestic community and mirror of this word, communion. Look at him with his little funny looking self. He funny. That's the cardinal. Now, all the other cardinals had them little red hats on. So, I'm not a Catholic. I don't know y'all. But again, this is a link that I'm going to copy and paste and put down here in the chat for y'all. Hey, Blended Healing. Hey, hey, hey. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Soul Sister, for donating. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to you. So again, y'all, that second door to the prison is supposed to be what makes this one different, but I don't know. Something in my spirit says that third door and whatever they did on the 29th of December, something was different about that to me. Okay. Y'all can look in it, see what y'all see. Something in my spirit that stood out to me. It did. It stood out to me. I'm not Catholic. I've never done a Jubilee. I've never been into any of this. So I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong. But
I love about
this is the one that they opened
today
on New Year.
inside one of the four major basilicas of the city, and this is the Basilica of St. Mary Major. It was originally begun in the 5th century AD, then it was added to over time, and it is the largest of the churches dedicated to the Virgin Mary in Rome. There are 80 churches, and it's also the oldest. So I want to show you some of the little details that I love about this place. One thing I love are these columns. So these are Ionic columns, and it's very rare to find Ionic columns in the city of Rome. And these are made of Greek marble. In fact, they're made of Athenian Pendelic marble, so the same marble that was used for the construction of all the structures on top of the Acropolis. These were repurposed in the 5th century AD and brought here from a previous Roman building. Another thing I love is this brilliant mosaic floor that makes great use of this stone here. This is porphyry. Porphyry is from antiquity the stone that was associated with emperors, and it comes from one.
Now, Blended Healing, I'm glad that you're in here. So I was looking at this video about St. Mary Major's church, and I know that in doing work, right, and as a practitioner, there are certain spices, stones, things of that nature, materials that are very specific for very specific purposes. So I was wondering if there was anything in this, is it a reason why they use the materials that they use? What kind of specific work could they do with this type of material? That's what I was wondering, if I'm saying that right. But nevertheless, it's beautiful.
One quarry in Egypt that is extinct. So you can't quarry it anymore. It was very difficult to extract. And so it was reserved only for imperial purposes. And then later, when the church became sort of the new emperor, they used it for important church buildings. So this is porphyry. And as I walk towards the altar here, take a look above it, that triumphal arch. That is all mosaic. And the mosaic here in the triumphal arch is original. It's 5th century AD. I'm going to get closer. All of this right here is original 5th century, so 1,500-year-old mosaic. Now, what's in the apse behind it actually comes from about 1300, so it's older. But everything within this triumphal arch is original. And then below the altar, down in this little section here, is the most important relic of the church. And that is this inside here. It's the Holy Crib. The crib, some pieces of wood from the crib of Jesus.
Do y'all believe it? Do y'all believe that in St. Mary's Church, St. Mary Major's Church, over yonder, they actually have materials from the crib of Jesus? Do y'all believe it? I want to know. You don't believe it, baby? How can they still have wood from the crib of Jesus, but what a damn slave ship said over here that brought all us over here? Where's the slave ships? If you still got Jesus' baby bed, where is the slave ships? Huh? I know they had that one story about a slave ship that they found in Mississippi a few years ago that they were saying was one of the slave ships that they found. But if they still got Jesus' baby bed, y'all shouldn't we be able to? Did we? They said they had brought us over here from Africa after Jesus, huh? So okay, let me just. It's a beautiful building.
But one of my favorite aspects of the church is right around the corner from the altar here. A very humble, simple plaque that shows where John Lorenzo Bernini was buried.
Who is that? Who is that? Let's see what she said his name was.
Was buried.
Dagnabbit.
At
John Lorenzo Bernini. Who is that? It's in Preserve and Look at Egypt and Kush. Okay. I mean, the building materials that they used to make St. Mary Major's church, they, like she said, one of them is from 1300, right? Some of the materials is literally from the year of 1300. So I know that it's quite possible for them to preserve things for that long an amount of time. I don't know, y'all. When Dame got there to investigate it, they only provided some damn wood from an area that was full of wrecks. I'm just saying, you know. Does anybody know who this person is? I never looked it up. So I did do y'all a disservice. Let's look it up. I'm gonna look it up now. I was just wondering if my team of researchers had looked any of this up. D Shep, where you at? Miss T, my good sis Miss T. What? My good sis Miss T did her homework. She came through. Okay, it says he lived from December 1598 to November 1680. He was an Italian sculptor and architect. Okay. Okay. So maybe he actually built that. Maybe he actually built St. Mary Major's church. Oh, not D Shep. You ain't researched nothing. Come on now.
Shows where John Lorenzo Bernini was buried. And one last interesting aspect about this basilica is the gilded coffered ceiling. And they say that the gold for this was some of the first gold brought over from the New World to Europe.
So that gold for those coffin ceilings were of the first brought over from the New World, aka the United States, aka the Americas, aka Turtle Island, aka over here where we at. So they got gold from here and took it over yonder. And they made all them beautiful. So the Europeans came over here stealing and they took this stolen gold and they took it over there to build St. Mary Major's ceilings. one of the virtues of stones. So what type of work could they have done with it? Like how what's the significance of it? Is it just because you can't get it no more?
So the Catholic kings, Isabel and Ferdinand, donated gold to this church, and the ceiling was produced using that gold.
It wasn't Ferdinand and them gold to begin with. They had came over here and stole it. Hey Rolo, they had came over here and stole it anyway, Ferdinand and his wife. It wasn't for them. But they just stole the gold from over here and done gave it to the church. Whatever. Whatever. But y'all, that was the fourth door opened. It was opened on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2025. Um, that was the fourth holy door, the holy door of St. Mary Major. And as I have done for the entirety of this live, I will drop the link to what the Vatican has to say about that holy door being opened, the significance, why they're doing it, and things of that nature. Okay. So Mary is supposed to be a guiding light, so I guess that's the significance. Okay. Because this is, again, the Jubilee of hope. So the final door, okay, so Blended says loyalty because of its purple hue and red hue. So they're going to be loyal. They're going to be loyal to each other, y'all. They're going to be loyal. And that's the truth, though, because the people who robbed the New World, these old Catholics, these old royal families, and their descendants and their constituents, they remain loyal to each other no matter what. Even if they don't like each other, they hate us more. They love power more. So they still work together for their greater good. But deposits were in Egypt. Blended, did you see where they found the purest forms of sulfur allegedly? And what they're saying was the holy city of Gomorrah. My apologies. I saw that too while I was looking up this. They found balls of sulfur. So I'm guessing that they're saying that that was proof that that city existed. Okay, so although you already know about it, I know you be up on it. I'm interested to see what Brother Todd has to say about all of this, to be honest. So the fifth door was open today, y'all. It's over with. It's fine. The door of Papal Basilica of St. Paul. Okay. So y'all know Paul had went to jail. Paul had got out. Is that the same Paul? Because I only know one biblical Paul, and that was the Paul in the Bible that had went to jail and had got out. Is that the same Paul? I don't know. Somebody let me know. But that concludes it, right? And so now all five of these doors will remain open for the rest of the year. And they said, let's see, there's a cross at the top, right? And then beneath it, there's a symbol of life overcoming death and sin. And then there's two words in Latin. And those words state the certainty that Christ is the hope, the door to enter the kingdom of God. So that was the final door that he opened. Okay. These doors have the four of the five doors has allegedly been closed since the last Jubilee 25 years ago. The only door that has never before in the history of Jubilees been opened was the one at the prison. That is what seemingly is making this Jubilee so significant. Okay. That's all I could find as to why this Jubilee was supposed to be so different. Now, of course, depending on what site you go to and depending on what platform it's on, you do see different things about the Jubilee, this particular Jubilee. Some are saying that this is supposed to be the 50th Jubilee, which is supposed to be the last one. Yeah, I'm gonna kill my mama. She done added me to a group text. That's what you keep hearing going on. I'm finna block them. But so basically, depending on your spiritual beliefs, y'all, this is the last Jubilee. Before the next 25 years are to come to pass, Christ is supposed to return. Okay? So that's another thing that makes this Jubilee. Oh, I forgot this. How you turn this volume off? Okay. That's another thing that makes this Jubilee so special. Is because it was predicted. It was predicted in a book and kept at the Vatican that after Pope Francis, while the next Pope is in office, or whatever they call it, Christ will return. So this is supposed to be the last Jubilee, y'all. This is supposed to be it. So if the Catholics' beliefs are true, we ain't got 25 more years left in us, y'all. What do you believe? Do you believe that? Do y'all believe that Christ will return within the next 25 years? The Catholics do. The Catholics say it's over for us. Let me see if I can find that again. Yeah, it's called The Prophecy of the Pope. Have any of you ever read that book? It's getting late. Why you gotta be here? Do y'all want to watch that video again where they were talking about the prophecy of the Pope? Let me see if I can maybe slow the video down. So yeah, there were two things that made this Jubilee that significant. And that was that door at the prison was opened for the first time ever. There's never been that door has never been open. Um, it should be in the medicine carousel on the dresser. Um, that has never been done before. Okay, and that this one is supposed to be the last one, according to the prophecy of the Pope. The world is supposed to end in 2027. 2027, y'all. Let me see if I can slow this down. Wasn't it the year 2000 that we all was supposed to die? What culture was it that believed that we all was up out of here for the millennium? I remember going to midnight mass on that New Year's, and me and my best friend, we would go to my church for midnight services, not mass. Every New Year's watch hour is what they called it. And there's a crazy history behind that too. Um, but this one we like, well, best friend, if this one is it, it's been a good run, you know? Because that's what we were told. The Mayans. So the Mayans were wrong. This is similar to the Ring of Fire along the Pacific Rim. The explosion demolished the city based on earthquake, and it was ignited. Y'all, we had 2 earthquakes in Louisiana, not too far from me, not that long ago, within like the last couple of weeks. We had 2 earthquakes here within the last couple of weeks. How about that? So Rome is in Italy, which makes the Romans Italian. Yes. Auto say, I don't believe shit them people got to say. And Swiss. The guards that protect the Vatican are Swiss, absolutely, and has protected it for centuries. Right. Right, Blended Healing. I do know that. I do know that. They not letting you get to those archives. It's what, 56 miles? It's 56 miles of archives, right? It's 56 miles of archives under the Vatican. And they're saying the records of Alexander or something like that. Hey, FU University. They just issued another weather alert, baby. Yep. So they said the Vatican was in panic over the leaks. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to get a good video for y'all to talk about the prophecy of the Pope. I think I would love to read that book though, right? Would y'all be interested in reading that book?
Facts I want to mention about the Jesuits. Here's a quote from Marcus de Lafayette, a French statesman and general who served in the American Continental Army under the command of General George Washington. And he said, quote, "It is my opinion that if the liberties of this country, the United States of America, are destroyed, it will be by the subtlety of the Roman Catholic Jesuit priests, for they are the most crafty, dangerous enemies to civil and religious liberty. They have instigated most of the wars in Europe." One more interesting fact about the Jesuits to back up that claim is that the Jesuits were serially expelled from the Portuguese Empire, the French, the 2 Sicilies, Malta, Parma, the Spanish Empire, Austria, and Hungary. They were kicked out of a large portion of Europe during the 1700s. Now, Pope Benedict stepped down in February of 2013, and it was the first time a pope had done that since the 1400s. So having 2 popes alive during this time period was a very interesting thing. Of course, as we know, Pope Benedict just passed away right at the end of this last year, at the beginning of this year, 2023. And it's interesting because there's actually a prophecy from 1885. It's a Catholic prophecy from Anna Catherine Emmerich, again, about 150 years before Pope Benedict even stood down. And this prophecy is of 2 popes, and it reads, "I also saw the relationship between 2 popes. I saw how baleful would be the consequences of this false church. I saw it increase in size. Heretics of every kind came into the city of Rome. The local clergy grew lukewarm, and I saw great darkness. I see that the false church of darkness is making progress, and I see the dreadful influence it has on the people. The Pope and the church are verily in so great a distress that one must implore God night and day." So again, a very interesting prophecy to hear, considering 150 years after that prophecy was given to Anne Catherine Emmerich.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second. So Catherine, 150 years ago, none named Catherine says, I could see, right? She was like me, y'all. She had some That's So Raven visions, right? And she had a That's So Raven vision that said, I see a relationship between these 2 popes. And I see that they're going to be doing everything but what's right in the sight of the Lord. I see that they're going to really, really mess stuff up. Okay? So that was 2 different people, because that book, The Prophecy of the Pope, that had nothing to do with this lady here and her premonition. And Blended Healing and Miss T, I'm with y'all. So I think that, like, just listening to these people, you got to listen to all these different countries and cultures that have been intertwined with each other since way back then. these old families, right? And they have done many, many, many horrible things, hide the atrocities that they committed against humanity. Okay. They have done many, many things collaboratively, dark things, things that they don't want everybody to know that they have the capability to do in order to have control and maintain it. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
That's pretty much exactly what is going on within the Catholic Church and Rome at the moment, which leads us to another Catholic prophecy, the prophecy of the 112 popes and of Saint Malachi, which is an interesting prophecy. And prophecy is definitely still for our time, as told to us in 1 Corinthians 14:1, and that says, "Pursue love and desire spiritual gifts, but especially that you may prophesy." So prophecy is definitely a spiritual gift that still goes on, and something that wasn't just intended for the early church in the book of Acts. And now the prophecy of Saint Malachi, the prophecy of the 112 popes, which gives us a pretty accurate description of multiple popes leading up to what is said to be the last pope, which would be Pope Francis. He fits this category. Well, and he is the 112th pope. And this happened to Saint Malachi when he traveled from Ireland to Rome. And when he got to Rome and saw how much luxuries and how much gold and array was arrayed at the Vatican, he became furious to see how luxurious the church was there. And he went off outside of the city and looked upon the city, which is known as the City of Seven Hills, gave the prophecy.
That man of God say he went over there by the Vatican and they had to stole all these other countries' riches, y'all, and had them brought it up in here in this church. He said, "Oh hell no, I'm not going to hell with y'all. This ain't of the Lord. What is we doing? What is we doing?" Okay, but I'm gonna share a link to this. I don't wanna just take all of this man content. I'm gonna just share a link to this for those of us who are riding down the rabbit hole. Okay. Um but the Vatican is supposed to own the most real estate than any other corporation in the world, right? They supposed to be wealthy as hell and have more real estate than any other company in the world because at the end of the day, they're just a business, right? They're a business. I think the Vatican is an endless rabbit hole. Blended. If we all, I'm with you on. I wonder what's in Switzerland because if everybody in the world thinks that in the catacombs of the Vatican holds all the world's secrets, right, including the oldest spell book ever, uh, right, the darkest, deepest spells by some man a long time ago who was supposedly possessed by Satan. You know, they even got that down there, um, allegedly. Would they have that down there where everybody thinks it is, or would it be somewhere else? I think if we all think it's down there, then it probably ain't down there. I would say what CERN is in Switzerland. Let's go, team. Let come on now, Otto. You better put one and one together and get two. That's a great, great. I'm now going to rewatch those Tom Hanks movies. Hey, I think the what was the name of that movie, y'all? What was the name of that movie? Hey, Queen. What was the name of the movie, y'all? Um, Dag nabbit, I just looked it up. I just I was just looking at it. I was just looking at it. I was on TikTok. Search the Da Vinci Code. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's it. The Da Vinci Code. How much of the Da Vinci Code do y'all think is actually real? Y'all remember they showed the picture of the Last Supper and they had Jesus and his wife Mary. And then they said that, when you mirror the image, you actually can see the baby, Jesus and Mary offspring. Yes, blended. So I think we all gonna be watching the Da Vinci Code sometime here soon. So I think that is pretty interesting, but I concluded in my studies that um, it's another religion with another religious prediction. If and Catholics, those people are very high spread today. I mean, they spread all over everywhere. They done had their hands in a lot of everything. Um, I'm trying to tell you about these earthquakes. I think it's just been a lot of weird occurrences. I know that they said after he opened the first door, some planes were supposed to be in a crash, like 5 planes were supposed to crash. I did not look into it though, y'all. I did not. Um, I thought maybe since y'all were excited about it, that y'all would have looked into it a little more and we could have actually had some dialogue. Y'all could have taught me a couple of things, you know. Um, as my attention span right now has not been the best, y'all. This is not the ideal time of year for me. Um, but I did present it. I did present it, okay? So I did do some research. I just didn't allow myself to go down deep into that rabbit hole. I don't know if I want to. If you could know the time and the hour, would you want to know? And I know that I told y'all about my cousin that lives in LA, who said that she went on an audition for the play for the world ending. Okay. So if they're saying that the world is going to end they being the Catholics, saying that the world is going to end in 2027, I wonder if they have a hand in these auditions in California for crisis actors for this big production where they're supposed to have the trumpets, okay, sounding over the entire earth. They're supposed to have um, people rising up to the heavens, okay? So they're supposed to have all of this going on. I wonder if that has something to do with that. I don't know. So, Madam's only suggestion to y'all, get right, church. Let's go home. You know, make sure your house is in order. Make sure your heart and your soul is right. There's a correlation. Okay. But 2 weeks ago, Louisiana had earthquakes, y'all. So it is definitely something strange in the neighborhood, and you can't call Ghostbusters, okay? Louisiana don't have earthquakes, we have hurricanes. But over the course of the last 4 years, we have been having them. I want to say there was two back to back 2 weeks ago. Um, I think we've had a total of 5 earthquakes here in Louisiana in the last 4 days. I mean, 4 years. Okay. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. What I do know is whatever these people have going on and have had going on for centuries, every dog got his day. And it's all about intention. I do know that what you put out, you get back. Okay. That's what I know. So these people have ill intentions in their actions over the course of the last few centuries, then they're going to have to pay the piper. I'm only responsible for my soul. I was given the responsibility of preparing 3 different souls for this world, and I raised good people. I did my job. I don't know what the little freaky Pope and them over there got going on. Do I think it's something weird? Absolutely. Do I think that with the right amount of research and rabbit holing, we will know? Nah, I don't. I think that just like American politics, anytime anybody gets close to knowing exactly what they are doing, they're going to move the goalposts. They let us know to a certain degree. I do believe that they have to tell us what they're doing before they do it. We have to permit them because it's all about free will. It's all about free will. And I do know that before anything could take over you, move you in a manner that they want to manipulate your mind and thought process, you have to give them permission to do so. So just be careful of the words you speak out of your mouth. Be careful of the things you watch and the things you listen to. Be careful of the things you accept into your brain and your essence. You know, I wonder is Louisiana on the 33rd parallel? Well, Otto, look it up and let me know. The dragon tribe in Sudan or Kush. If the world's supposed to end in 2027, it needs to wait till my little bro and nephew come home. You might want to just go visit them, you know? Otto, remember that? That's crazy. I can hear you saying that, Blended. So, if any of you would like to hit the panel and actually have a discussion, tell me what y'all think. The panel is open. The panel is open. That's not the point. I get what you're saying, D Shub. I get what you're saying. Golly, don't get so sensitive. Don't be so sensitive. Lay lines above us, the parallels. I think about um this this new argument, and when I say new, I don't mean like today or yesterday new. I just mean, in the past few years, this this argument about whether the earth is flat around and the firmament, is being talked about a whole lot more now than in my lifetime in the past. And so if it really is a firmament, that means that these people have been lying to us our whole lives. That means that everything as we have been taught and that we know is a damn lie. I do believe that there is some spiritual significance to this Jubilee, right? I think that because around every 20 years or so, there's a major change, a major shift in society. It can't be a coinkydink that every 25 years they over there opening up, symbolically opening up portals and doors and performing these sort of rituals. So yeah, I absolutely do believe that there is some spiritual significance to these rituals that they are over yonder performing right now. But we can't change it. We can't control it. And the truth is, it's so deeply embedded that we'll never really know what has happened, what is happening, and what will come to be. Some of us are gifted enough to foresee certain things. I think that that is for us to prepare ourselves, though. So, again, my advice is make sure your house affairs are in order. Be careful, because who knows? Who knows what they have desensitized us to that in the coming time Hell, if you let me tell it, we are walking amongst unhuman beings on a day-to-day basis. I think that a lot of the people that we think are is people ain't human. I really do. I believe that there are other beings that are amongst us, and all of this technology and AI and stuff is, in these movies just desensitized us to it. Madam, yes, Louisiana is located at the tip of the 33rd parallel fault lines. Caddishare, you want to go into some details? We just had the black moon peaked on November 30th. Doesn't happen again for another 29 years. Blended, it is some seriously spiritual stuff going on. And if you are spiritually inclined, you can feel it. If you are spiritually in tuned, you can feel it. You can feel that there is something powerful going on. Well, it been zombies. Look at the people that be on that mojo, right? The way they bodies bend, they be sleep, standing up with their back arched, like twisted and turned in all these different positions. Look at the lady who I showed on TikTok. She don't look like no earth being. And in my experience, right? I could be wrong, but in my experience, during my time here in this life, whatever the media is permitted to give to us, the public, is usually some sort of reason. There's usually a reason for it, right? And it's usually not a pure reason. Like it's some bull butter. That's why they worship the number 33. So y'all help me out. What do that mean? So Louisiana being on the 33rd parallel, could that have something to do or explain why we the only state in all of the 50 that still have parishes? Why the federal government turns a blind eye to the things that go on here? Hmm? Do y'all think that that correlates? Because I never heard of it. I never heard of it. And unfortunately, y'all, like I said, my attention span ain't been the best. It's probably why I hadn't been live. I just can't seem to keep it together for the last week, y'all. So send up some good energy for me. Madam need you know, a little spiritual help if y'all can. Hi, Hassan. Harnessing dark energy. Absolutely. Now I can believe that. I can believe that. Angel number 33 is considered a master number, signifying a strong connection to spirituality, creativity, compassion, and service to others. Isn't that how old Jesus was at the time of his demise? Didn't he die in his 33rd year? Hassan, how you doing, baby? How you been? How's 2025 been to you so far? Yeah, so Jesus was allegedly he was 33 years old at the time of his demise. So certain numbers absolutely has numerology is very significant. And so my thing is, y'all, he was 32 or 33. He was 33. I'm gonna tell you how I remember. I remember because I got a ghetto twin, right? I got a sister that's a ghetto twin. And I remember the year that we turned 33 for my birthday, because I turned 33 first. I'm older by a few months. She called me and said, Happy Jesus birthday. And I said, Girl, what? Yeah, it's our 33rd birthday. It's our Jesus birthday. It's crazy. represents a message from the universe that you are on the right path, experiencing a spiritual awakening, and should use your talents to uplift and inspire others. Okay. So, wait, blended now. So, as an angel number, it has positive connotations, right? But wait a minute. What was it? Where was it? But Otto said it harnesses dark energy. Is that the 33rd parallel that harnesses dark energy? Spiritual growth. This number encourages you to deepen your spiritual practice, and connect with your intuition. Divine guidance. Seeing 33 is often interpreted as a sign of divine support and guidance. Okay. So that number also has significance with the Masons. Absolutely. 33rd degree, baby. You go 33rd, 33 degrees, and that separates the, hey, you know, allegedly. Allegedly, if you drop your religion, then you can become a higher level than 33. They said beyond the 30, allegedly, I've heard that beyond the 33rd is where you actually get into these spiritual practices that conjure up things, this greater understanding of how things work. Angels are a higher power, creative expression. It encourages you to utilize your creativity and talents to their full potential. Okay. The number 33 emphasizes, let's go, blended healing. Okay. Y'all see my good sis. I'm sorry. Although you came in with the haymaker, with reminding us that CERN, who created this World Wide Web that we are on right now, okay, is in Switzerland. And the people that guard the Vatican's archives are also Swiss. You came through with that, Otto. I gotta give it to you. But D Shep let you down because my good sis, Miss T, and my good sis Blended, they coming through with these facts for that ass. Okay, they coming through with these facts for that ass. You men better step y'all research game up. The number 33 emphasizes the importance of being compassionate towards others and serving humanity. Positive manifestation, it signifies that your positive thoughts and intentions are manifesting into reality. So I guess it just depends, right? I guess it depends on how that 33 come. If it come in the parallel, it's harnessing darkness. If it comes in an angel number, then it's something good. So I guess again, it's all about intent, huh? I don't know. How do you interpret whether or not that 33 is to mean something good or something dark and sinister? The 33rd degree is an honorary degree in Freemasonry that's awarded by the Scottish Rite, an appendant Masonic order. I want to know why their asses ain't so secret no more. You know, when I was younger, they ain't they supposed to be a secret society? It's all these secret societies being unearthed, and they ain't secret no more. It's all about perspective, as most things are. Yes, T-Shep, you're correct. The 33rd degree is a title of honor and distinction. It's a recognition of outstanding and selfless work performed in the right or in public life. If only, y'all, what if y'all don't know no 33 degree Masons that are willing to come and talk to us? Blended. And when this happens, pay attention to your thoughts and how you feel when you're seeing it correctly. Correct? Yeah. When you see these angel numbers. Freemasonry aren't so secret, just as NASA isn't so public. Okay. I do, but I know they're not going to talk, especially on this app here. They can't talk. A lot of them do. I wonder if, I'm going to wish upon a star, on a shooting star, and see if we can't, put him in one of them little silhouettes, get him a little voice changer, cloak him. Wouldn't it be interesting? Wouldn't it be interesting if we could get us a Freemason in here, a 33rd degree Mason that would come and tell us some of them secrets? They will swear on the square. I'm just saying. I know it. I know it, y'all. I know that that's not a doable feat. So all of us, right? Most of us have somebody that we love, right? That is in the Scottish Rite, right? That deals with Freemasonry. Do we believe that they are practitioners of light or of darkness? Those traveling men. Okay, Miss T. Do we believe that Freemasonry is of light or of darkness? What about the Eastern Stars? And that is a society that has been around since forever. And those old newspaper archives that I have, they in every last one of those papers, they had announcements about all the different Masonic halls and their meetings. The founders of the United States of America, the founding architects and fathers were Masons. Our first presidents were Masons. 33 degree of destruction is a phrase often used in conspiracy theories, referring to the highest level of power or influence within a secret society, particularly in relation to the 33rd degree. I can't say, but the ones I know are the kindest men I know in my life. Can't speak for others. Right. I can agree with you on that, Miss T. I absolutely can agree with you on that. So I wonder if they know. 33 33rd degree of the Scottish Rite Freemasonry, which is considered an honorary degree awarded to individuals recognized for exceptional service and commitment to the organization. However, it's important to note that, un momento por favor, do y'all believe that above the 33rd degree, do you believe that there is a higher degree that you can get, first and foremost? To note that, however, it's important to note that this interpretation is largely based on speculation and not supported by factual information about Freemasonry itself. So, y'all, to be fair, right? Because we didn't start the live talking about the Masons, and I don't want to upset anyone close to me that is one. Um, the twin I know where is in highest ranking. So when I was looking up this Jubilee, I learned something that I didn't know because again, I'm not Catholic. I've never practiced Catholicism. What's up with the different popes? The black pope, the white pope, and the gray pope. What do y'all know about that? What do y'all know about the different popes? And why are there three different popes? They say that the white pope is like the president of the United States. He's just the face, but that the real power is with the black pope and the highest being the gray pope. The number 33 is often seen as significant due to its association with Jesus' age at death in some religious traditions. Within Freemasonry, the 33rd degree is considered an honorary title within the Scottish Rite awarded to individual. Yeah, you had already put that one blended. Some conspiracy theories associate the 33rd degree with a hidden power structure, suggesting that those who reach this level have access to secretive knowledge or influence over world events. Well, in order to become, in order to move up in the Masonic lodges, right? Don't they have to do certain things in order to earn another degree? That would be considered, rituals, right? Ceremonies. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, what about the Pope, y'all? What about the Pope? Pope Francis is the white Pope, and I'm like, okay, well, they said that it's supposed to be 112 popes, right? That after Pope Francis in 2027, under the reign of the next Pope, the world gonna come to an end. That's it. That's it. Jesus is coming. The Lord is coming. Ring the bell, sound the horns. The Lord is coming. So they're only counting the white popes. I want to know if any of you know, why don't they count the other popes, especially if they're more powerful? If they hold more authority and more significance, why are none of the prophecies counting them in? How many of them has there been? Maybe y'all should look into that. Have y'all ever looked into the gray pope or the black pope? And it's talking about the color of their robes. I think that if y'all like to dive, okay, that might be a nice dive. The Black Pope is the nickname of the Superior General of the Society of Jesus. Oh, the Superior General of the Society of Jesus our Lord. Black Pope or Black Pope or the Black Pope may also refer to Julio Andreato from 1919 to 2013, Italian politician and Prime Minister of Italy. Nickname the Black Pope. Hmm. I could see where he would be more significant and meaningful and more authoritative than the white pope. The superior general of the Society of Jesus? It's a hell of a title. That's a hell of a title. Mm. Pope Victor the First, who headed the church from 189 AD to 199 AD. Pope Maltitz, 311 AD, 314, and him, Pope G, who served between 492 and 496 after death. So, from what it seems with these dates, right, is the Black Pope serves maybe for the entirety of their lives, maybe, versus the White Pope who only serves a certain term. Oh no, he only served 4 years. Hmm. I don't know, y'all. It just seemed pretty interesting. So I know I don't have much livelihood in this live, y'all. Please forgive me. Okay. I'm asking for y'all. Stall me out. Stall me out. I ain't have no study buddies. It's something that I'm completely ignorant to. Um, and it just didn't capture my attention. It didn't. It didn't keep me. For some reason it gave me certain feelings on certain parts of it. But these Roman Catholics over yonder and what they continuing to do, I don't know, y'all. It's something about them that just it ain't get me. It ain't get me. I don't know if it's my current mental state or what, but it didn't get me. So I have to apologize to y'all for that. But I absolutely had to keep my word and I had to come and present this live, offer you guys the platform and the panel because it seemed like it was something my people was pretty interested in. So I don't ever mind building with y'all on any subject matter. Again, it's just not a good time for me right now, y'all, if I'm being completely honest. So without further ado, hey Slump. I said I was gonna be live for 2 hours. How you doing, Slump? Jesuit superior generals are known as the Black Popes because, like the pontiff, they wield worldwide influence and usually keep their position for life. Okay, so that's what I was saying. And because their simple cassock is black. Okay, so what about the gray pope? Because I saw on TikTok, okay, I got it from TikTok. I saw on TikTok where they were saying that it was the gray pope that people needed to look into. You all right, Slump? Because their cassock is in black and because they're simple, okay, in contrast to the Pope who dresses in white. Right. So I wonder what the significance is of the gray Pope. The gray Pope. Slump, the Catholics over there fucking with shit they ain't got no business fucking with. And they say the chariot gonna swing low in 2027. So if all I got left here is 2 more years. If y'all really believe that and all y'all got left is 2 more years, how are you gonna spend the next 2 years, right? If you actually believe this, if you actually, get to researching and you buy into this theory and you find yourself convinced, you find that there is a significant amount of evidence keeps coming up with a family when reference to Grey Pope. Madam, is you talking about the door the Pope just opened at the Vatican? Yeah, that last one. We actually covered all 5 of them, Slump. The last one was the Church of St. Paul. That one didn't have too much significance though, Slump. That one was normal. But yeah, that's what we talked about. We covered them old doors. We covered them old doors today. We covered all 5 of them. I dropped some links. I do have the live chat replay on, Slump, so you know you'll be able to catch the links. But they say we all gonna die in 2027, Slump. They say we out of here. They say we ain't got but 2 more years, Slump. Remember how the Mayans say the millennium was it? Well, the Catholics say we out of here in 2027. So if we only had 2 years to live, if we really only got 2 years to live, what y'all doing with y'all 2 years? What y'all doing with y'all next 2 years? If that's true, what y'all doing with y'all next 2 years? Because the Catholics say that we out of here. Okay, so the Gray Pope is, hold on, Blended. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up and show y'all this. Let me pull it up for y'all on the Gray Pope. We still got a few more minutes left. If you are new to the channel, I saw a few people fluctuating in. I know that this title probably will catch a few people's attention. Please, you already subscribed, share the live, like the video, comment under the video once it's posted. Let me know what you thought, what you know. If you heard any of my questions and you have some of that knowledge, let your girl know. I am Madam Oracle. This is the Sonia Waters of America. Welcome. I'm usually a whole lot livelier than this, but today, what you see is what you get. Okay? Today, what you see is what you get. So now we're gonna do a little YouTube and TikToking. If it come on. Hey, Don Play. The Orsini family, one of the oldest, most illustrious, and for centuries, most powerful of the Roman princely families. Their origins, when stripped of legend, can be traced back to a certain Ursus de Paul. What the hell is a Ursus de Paul blended? See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I don't understand all these foreign languages. I really need, I need to do better. Okay. Wait a minute now, TikTok. You wasn't even ready. And you just gonna start playing. So this one gonna be our last video, I think. And then I should be at my 2 hour mark.
People don't even know this. They contact to speak to the black pope, not a black man, but a black pope. He wears
Now
the
wait a
black
minute, that
garment.
is
He's
not
called
the
a
fucking
super
video
Jesuit.
I had. It's not the video I had. This is the video I had. I don't know why it's acting stank, y'all. You gotta bow with me. Oh, bow with me. Now play the video. Now the videos was playing when I didn't want the babies to play.
Want to know who really runs the world? Look up Pepe Orsini, also known as the Grey Pope. The Orsini are one of most important families in Italian history. At the height of their influence in the late Middle Ages and into the Renaissance, the Orsini were crucial players in Italian politics. They were closely allied to the Medici, with whom they were tied by several high-level marriages. The family produced 3 popes, about 30 cardinals, and 60 senators of Rome, as well as several electors of Saxony and Brandenburg, and Grand Masters of the Knights of Malta. They were related to a number of royal houses of Europe. The Orsini rose to power in Rome in the late 12th and 13th centuries, as a few families filled the gap created by the struggle between a weakened papacy and a fledgling communal government. During that time, the family acquired scores of feudal lands in the Papal States and the Kingdom of Naples. In Rome, their urban fortresses at Monte Giordano and Campo de Fiori dominated the surrounding area, acting as strongholds in the battles which periodically broke out between Orsini supporters and the supporters of their enemies and rivals for supremacy in Rome, the Colonna. Over the following centuries, the Orsini's private armies and enormous wealth made them crucial players in the complicated power game of Italian politics. The family remained preeminent in Italian political and religious life into the 19th century. eventually producing 3 popes, about 30 cardinals, and 60 to senators of Rome, as well as several electors of Saxony and Brandenburg, and Grand Masters of the Knights of Malta. They were related to the royal houses of France, Spain, England, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Poland. Want to know who really runs the world? Look up Pepe Orsini.
So at the end of the day, I think I was right. And it's just these Catholic people, right? Are these other folk who gain their wealth through some very dark and treacherous means, and they do whatever they got to do under the cloak of religion to maintain a certain level of world power and dominance. Okay, and they hide it under the guise of religion, but they really ain't shit. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. That's another reason why I kind of been dead because with us being monetized now, I can't just give my opinion on this like I want to. Okay, yeah, yeah, they would probably take my channel. They definitely would strike it. They definitely would strike it. If I would give y'all just raw, uncut C-Val on these Catholic people and what the fuck, what they over there doing, the little Switzerland people, they'll take my shit. Okay, they were around Da Vinci and started the World Bank in Italy. Yeah, these people really fucked up. Okay, historically fucked up, and a lot of them brought their asses over here in these lands, robbed us of our riches, our natural resources, okay, our wealth, took all the good shit over yonder and brought all their manipulative bullshit over here. These are the stakeholders and stockholders to this country that we live in. They fucked with our ancestors, took our power from our ancestors, and gave us their bullshit religion that they don't practice or believe in they motherfucking selves. If y'all want to know what I think about Pope Francis, the other 111 popes before him, the gray pope, the black pope, the white pope, and them powerful fucked up Catholics over yonder, since it is the last few minutes in this 2-hour live, I just gave it to y'all. That's my fucking conclusion. Is that them demons is over there conjuring up shit because they know that their reign of fucking terror is almost over. They running scared. They are running scared. Because as long as they felt like they still had some kind of stronghold, they stayed their ass under the cloak and the guise of darkness. You hear me? They was over there quiet, chilling, getting fat. Ha ha ha, hee hee hee. Going to all these beautiful countries and places and taking all of their shit. Okay? This supposed to be Jubilee, right? This is the year, every 25 years, you'll see these motherfuckers giving African countries some of their riches back. Fucking thieves, murderers, thieves, child molesters. That's the fuck they are. That's what I think. That's what I think of them. I think they the worst kind of people on this fucking earth. And I think that a lot of American motherfuckers, especially us brown people, I'm talking to us now. I believe that all of this killing each other, all of this men wanting they fucking gooch wet, all of this women wanting to put on a strap on and fuck a man, All these men want these little girls. All these grown ass women want these little boys. Y'all done just adapted to this fucked up culture that they brought over here. If y'all want to know what Madam think, that's what I think. I think this is their bullshit. A lot of the countries that they named, if you look into American history, you'll see that those were the very same fucking transients that brought they funky, stinking, nasty asses over here and played with our ancestors. That's what I think. Thank you for the disclaimer, Miss T. Slump, you laughing, but I've been holding that shit in for 2 hours, okay? I've been holding that shit in for 2 hours. I've been up here trying to fucking be politically fucking correct for 2 motherfucking hours, okay? Because see them old switch, this day world that we in right now, this here internet, this here technology, this here shit they done conjured up with spells and motherfucking unhuman motherfucking beings that they have access to and have had access to since the beginning of fucking mankind. I believe they know exactly where the motherfucking Anunnakis is at, where them fallen fucking angels is at. And I think they've been talking to them bitches for a long fucking time. And if you ask me, that's what the fuck Freemasonry is once you get beyond the 33rd fucking degree. I think that 33 degrees and below have no fucking clue who they actually fucking worshiping or the significance of them fucking rituals that they perform in order to move up in that organization. Okay? That's what I think. If you want to know what Madam thinks, that's what the fuck I think. I think all them hoes are demonic. I do. I think all of them bitches is demonic. Ask yourselves, why is it that they don't want American food and candy and shit over there where the fuck they at? When they the ones own us. Y'all own this motherfucking country. Foreigners. So what you give us, you ain't gonna give your people over there. You ain't gonna give your grandmammy and them, huh? You bunch of bitches. On that note, y'all. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? The panel is open for it's 2 hours and 2 minutes. I'll give you guys 3 minutes. If you guys would like to come and leave any, say anything, any last statements before I go. If not, then we're going to wrap it up. Thank y'all for tuning in. The women of the Sonya Quarters, my good sis Blended Healing, and my good sis Miss T. Shout out to y'all, baby, because y'all came through with the information on this live. Otto, I don't know if your big wop head ass is in here anywhere, but if you are, shout out to you for coming through and making that correlation between the Swiss guards of the Vatican and CERN over there in Switzerland. Okay, that was a big one. That was a power move. Okay, that woke me up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. It did. I was like, you so fucking right. Louisiana being on the 33rd parallel, that being something about darkness. Hell, I can believe it. There you go. I can believe it. I would like for you to go ahead and set up that live between me and Brother Todd. I think it's time this year that he and I go ahead and get together. I would love to pick his brain on all of this. Okay, I would love to pick his brain on all of this. Thank you to my two good sisters who donated to the super chats. Okay, and we got a little closer to our goal. We didn't quite reach it, but hey, we got something. We got something up in them motherfucker. Okay, I was dead anyway, so thank y'all. Because me and politically correct, we don't go together at the fuck all. And me trying to be politically correct is boring. Okay, it's boring. So hey, yeah, you got me in the last few minutes though. Okay, 10 minutes of matter. 10 minutes of matter. FU University, baby, thank you for joining us. Go ahead and join the membership. Okay. But y'all, we will have some more interesting content. If there's anything else that y'all would like to cover, let me know. Y'all all know how to reach me. If you don't, you can reach me on IG at Madam. That's 2 A's at the end. Okay. It's not Madam, it's Madam. Madam underscore Oracle on IG. Or you can leave a comment underneath any of my videos. I don't know how many of my lives are not on members only, but I do have shorts. Leave me something. Tag me, okay? I'll get it. I'll get back with you. Pam, I'm not sure if you're still in here, good sis, but hey, boo. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you for joining us, y'all. Keep putting prayers up for Pam. She had been feeling a little under the weather. Blended, I'm gonna whoop you, okay? And you know why. That's our 2 hours and 5 minutes. Let me find y'all a nice song to go out on. I'm gonna get you. I got y'all. I got y'all. I got another song I'm gonna sing y'all on. It's short. Yes, hit the goddamn Cash App, okay? Hit the goddamn Cash App. Hit the goddamn Cash App. Go and get me something. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Yep. You hit the Cash App. Buy me a nightcap, okay? I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go down the street to the store. I'm gonna get me a pint of something to take with these PMs, and I'm gonna get me some good sleep tonight. Me and husband repainted the kitchen today. Okay, we almost through. We almost through. We got a lot of it done. Grab your membership. My good sis Miss T is dropping them links for y'all while I'm pulling up this song. And then y'all can go back into the YouTube streets or do whatever it is that y'all were doing. Just, be intentional with your energy and your time. According to the Catholic people, we dying in 2 years. Okay? We dying in 2 years.
Yeah, bitch, I took back early, it's up for me. On some serious, yeah. I ain't on main line, home, how you the fuck nigga face. Balenciaga stepping out the courtroom when the law, you beat the case up. Yeah, with the wave, so they wanna trace her. She want a chance, but she get to say something. I got her face down with a waist up. Fucking up all her makeup, yeah. On 45 milligrams of rocks, you know it's up with me. Keep a real bad bitch, you know it's up with me. Get the money to bust down with the click, you know it's up with me. They know it's up with me. They know it's up with me. Watch it like Mr. T. Trap like Chester Street. Ballin' like I play for LSU. Pass your bitch off like I'm Pistol Pete. Get the fuck hoe, I build a bitch. Diamonds moonwalking on some thriller shit. I'm a super deck with them big racks and a rod on me trying to reel a fit. I got King rolling out of LB. Got the streets fiending for my LP. Got your bitch tweaking for a selfie. You niggas broke pockets screaming help me. Yeah, the money conceited. A nigga been eating. I feel a little healthy. Yeah. I shot at your bitch. I hold up my wrist from where does it lefty. Yeah. Rocks on me, but I ain't dealing no more. Got a Glock on me. I nail a bitch to the floor. Bang got me numb, ain't got feeling no more. I burn out before I get the feeling the hope. It's 11:30. I threw back early. Oh yeah, it's over me. They know it's over me. I ain't on main line, home, how you the fuck nigga face up. Balenciaga stepping out the courtroom when the lawyer beat the case up. Yeah, with a wave, so they wanna trace her. She want a chance, but she get to say something. I got her face down with a waist up. Fucking up all her makeup, yeah. On 45 milligrams of rocks, you know it's up with me. Keep a real bad bitch, you know it's up with me. Get the money to bust down with the click, you know it's up with me. They know it's up with me. They know it's up with me. You know it's over me. Got the bitch like a lighter. Never lacking, I keep me a sniper. Knew the snuck in this bitch with a rifle. Got a yellow little bitch that fucked up my bros and thinking a nigga gon' wife. Steady asking me what is a title. Bitch, shut up and enjoy the vibe. I'm out in Vegas, I'm blowing on Cali, I'm sipping on Houston, I'm sipping in Dallas. My bitch is bad as my plugs on Laredo. Got bored by the Lego, I'm stiff up in Dallas. Caught a little weight, now I'm gnarly. Put in the time for fucking with shorty. My jury be drooling, this shit retarded. Turn up bitch goofy, I ain't with this 40. Rocks on me, but I ain't dealing no more. Got a Glock on me, I nail a bitch to the floor. Bang got me numb, ain't got feeling no more. I burn out before I get the feeling the hope. It's 11:30. I threw back early. Oh yeah, it's over me. They know it's over me. I ain't on main line, home, how you the fuck nigga face up. Balenciaga I can stepping out the courtroom when the lawyer beat the case up. Yeah, with a wave, so they wanna trace her. She want a chance, but she get to say something. I got her face down with a waist up. Fucking up all her makeup, yeah. On 45 milligrams of rocks, you know it's up with me. Keep a real bad bitch, you know it's up with me. Get the money to bust down with the click, you know it's up with me. They know it's up with me. They know it's up with me.
It's Malik on the track.